from Bad Monkey Studios in beautiful Amish country, heard throughout these fabulous United States and around the globe on the World Wide Web. This is the B Team with Cory and Jim.
Hello! Welcome to the B Team.
You almost sounded like Miss Doubtfire there a little bit.
I was trying. I hope that came through.
It did.
Showing my age a little bit there. Pour out a little. Not of the Pepsi Max, but of your finest wine.
Mm-hmm. For Mork.
And Mindy. I don't know if she's dead, but
I don't know.
That's smooth, though.
Her career is certainly dead. But it did.
Nice. You headlining at the Jiggle Hut this weekend? Thursday through Sunday.
I am not, sir.
How you been? Memorial Day's coming up.
Doing okay. Yeah, it is.
You're a vet.
I am a vet.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you.
The United States Air Force, as is my wife, Hannah.
That's right, yeah.
The beautiful lady.
Double team the A-Force.
We did. We were the Air Force.
I mean, that's all top secret and classified, but basically. You know stuff, you know. You've got information that other people are willing to do certain things to get.
We've snapped necks.
Have you ever been waterboarded?
Cashed a few checks.
Have you ever been waterboarded?
I'd rather not say.
Okay, sure. I would assume that you have been, because you were.
Well, we went.
You had the stuff.
We did have to go on survival.
Mm-hmm.
They said, okay, we had to go through POW training, but then we had to go through survival, where they do literally drop you in, the Tennessee countryside with a knife and a survival kit, a small survival kit, and say, okay, here's where you need to be. These coordinates.
To give a time frame.
We'll see you in 3 days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Add a little extra pressure. Beautiful.
Yeah. So
did you ever eat any bugs?
No, I did not.
How many? I have a question.
Okay.
How many squirrels did you murder by throwing your knife and sticking them to a tree?
0.
I feel like it should be a higher number than that.
No, because I'm what the clinicians call a pussy.
Oh yeah.
Right, so yeah, my knife was going to every little sound I heard. Everything. I just hugged my knife a little tighter. Yeah, because I was either going to stab the Sasquatch to death that was coming
that
at me.
You were hearing, sure.
Yeah, or I was just going to jam that blade right up under my chin.
Oh, you got to go through the temple. You're not going to die through your chin. You're just going to have a big hole in the bottom of your mouth.
Yeah, because it's only going to go up so far and stop.
You're like,
terrible bitch!
Reminds me of Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
This really hurts. Yeah, that's what that would have been.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah. A little Memorial Day coming up. Yeah, my time was uneventful.
It's all right.
My time was
Doesn't
uneventful
matter.
there.
It's still you're away from your family. You got it's a lot of sacrifice. You're giving up.
I got to fly the Russian border.
Yeah,
in Alaska and wave at the Russians.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little gamesmanship, if you will. Seems like I don't know if you've heard some of the recent headlines that the Russians have been buzzing U.S. ships and stuff and all this, getting a little too close. A little too close.
Am I being called up? Are you calling me up right now?
I'm not necessarily doing that.
Okay.
Okay, but what I want to ask you is, did you ever ease it, back it down? Okay.
You can't take a stallion like this
to
DEFCON 5 or 1, whichever is the highest one.
I don't need you mavericking it up right now, okay? Going rogue, blowing stuff up.
All right.
What kind of gamesmanship did you do with the Ruskies? Huh? Did you give them a couple flybys, little salutes? You ever go inverted? No. Somebody did that. I'm going to tell you.
Okay, no.
I got to tell you this before you respond.
Before they played volleyball?
No. They must be showing it over in Russia because one of the Russian pilots did that to one of the U.S. guys.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know that guy who got that done to him, but his friend should have made fun of him forever. How you going to let that happen?
Well,
how you going to let somebody Top Gun you and you're from America?
To do that, to be an American pilot, that's kind of... I'm afraid to say that's probably a little more common than you think. But a Russian doing it to an American, that guy's got balls the size of church bells.
Yeah.
I tell you right now, there's no doubt about it. Because they are
our own move. That's our own move.
That's ours.
No, they didn't invent that.
No.
Okay. Tom Cruise did. Tom Cruise made it. So,
see, all of our aircraft are fly by wire, and you're more of a systems manager, like a computer systems manager.
This is what I've
aircraft. That now the Russians, they're still basically sitting in a bicycle seat. Everything around them is hard and cold and gray and has to be manipulated by hand and, analog and everything else. Their technology is still their new technology is like out of the maybe 80s or 90s. Yikes. So not that scary.
No,
but there's just a lot of them.
Right. Oh my God.
When you build cheap planes, you can build a ton of. One of our aircraft costs 30 of theirs.
Billion, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing though. But our aircraft can destroy like 30 of theirs in a matter of like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty ridiculous.
But no, I did. We had pictures of it. Not the type of pictures you bring home and show to mama.
Sure.
But we had pictures taken by the aircraft of them. We got close enough. You'd wave. You could absolutely see them wave But there was never anything hostile. Never.
Nah, man.
No, there was never any of that. What are your intentions?
Yeah. You throw the cub right there.
Yes.
No.
That is my intention for you all to die.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. Like I feel like the media kind of blows it up a little bit because I'm like, come on, man. You get bored out there, especially on like an aircraft carrier. Like I gotta do my patrols today. That'd be something to do. Yeah. Keep you entertained. Like let me give the Ruskies a flyby. See how they're living.
Now, I want to give you a little bit of props here because do the kids say props anymore?
Sure.
Because you have been saluting, if you will, our men and women in uniform by putting a little gay porn on your Facebook site every night.
The good stuff.
Letting us see that there.
You know what I'm saying?
Letting us see that there.
I can crack walnuts. Yeah. I'm not going to brag.
No, you have been doing – explain to everybody exactly what it is. It's
okay. Well, there's this challenge floating around. Yeah, you've heard of like the ALS ice bucket thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, somebody in order to raise awareness for veteran suicides that average 22 a day.
Right.
They decided to do an ALS type of challenge to raise awareness. To hope get some more funding to improve the VA or whatever, what have you, service programs. And so the challenge is 22 push-ups for 22 days. Okay. So I was challenged by a buddy of mine. His name's Frank Stout. And he started doing it. And every day he would challenge somebody else to do this thing. And so I thought, personally, I was like, I can do 22 push-ups fairly easily. That's not a real tough thing to do. So I wanted to challenge myself and do 22 pull-ups for 22 days.
Okay.
So I started off basically doing chin-ups. I mean, just hand positioning, whatever you want to call it.
Of course, yeah.
And I did that for about 11 days, and I'm I'm coming towards the end of. I've switched it up to doing full-on pull-ups, just because it's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what I've been uploading every night. 22 pull-ups. I had a miscount the other night. I did 21, so the next night I did 23.
I saw that. You
know what I mean? But that's just my little thing. That's nothing for me to do. Just to. I do honestly appreciate what people do, even if they you don't see combat. It's still a huge sacrifice to go away from your family, especially if you could be gone for months, years, whatever. If depending on where you're deployed or where you're stationed, so it could be a whole thing. And I know personally a lot of vets and a lot of guys that are still in the military and serve. So yeah, that's a little something.
And we all see a little bit. We all see a little bit of something. Typically a vet will play it down as much as it can.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all see a little bit. I was in the first dust up over there, 90, 91.
Sure.
And, did see some nastiness, but, I have a friend who I talked to, and I told him, it was probably 6 or 8 months after, and I told him I was in the first Desert Storm. And he's like, wow, man. All right. He's like, congratulations. And then he's like, now, were you there for the whole weekend? Because that's where they were coming up. They were coming up on enemy combatants and stuff, like just hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of them. And they're just like, that's not my gun over there. You take me to jail. Get me out of here. Take me to where the Americans are at. Let me eat. And let me sit the F down for 20 minutes.
Man.
Yeah, they just threw their guns down. I mean, they were turning themselves into Red Cross.
Really?
People, any place. Oh, yeah, they were unarmed Red Cross people were like, no, I don't want your guns. prisoners. Wait until we, and they would have to call, they would have to call actual military people to come and take
Holy
prisoners.
Smokes.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, I didn't know
was
that,
insane.
man.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Dude, easiest war.
Yeah.
Hey, we give up. I mean, don't tell that guy.
Yeah, don't.
Mr. Hussein.
Well, he was busy
killing people.
Lighting up all
everybody.
The oil fields.
Yeah.
All the oil derricks. That was something.
Yeah, man. Crazy. But thank you, though, man. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you're welcome.
I don't tell you enough, nor your missus, but thank you.
Now, you didn't know that they had pole dancers in the military, did you? Until you met my wife. Yeah.
Easy.
That's easy, yeah.
She is a lovely human being.
She's not here to kick me in the throat.
Yeah.
That's why I would say
and just
that.
hold her foot there, too, and watch you
and
choke.
slap me with it.
Just watch you choke on the ground while she just holds the pose. She's like, yeah, I can do this all day. You ever seen a Van Damme movie? Where do you think he got that kick from? Mic drop.
Oh, Van Damme. That is just beautiful.
Dude, that dude was he was like on the cusp of being super awesome. Like he put out those movies in the 90s, and he was like popular, like regionally, but like he never got the Schwarzenegger status.
No.
But he made some sweet movies, man.
Yeah,
Bloodsport, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best, man. That is the best. I want to know, like, since that was like a retelling of Frank Dukes, this guy that fought on the black market over in Korea or somewhere.
Yeah.
I wonder if he did that. Like it'd be awesome to see if there was a video of that dude like fighting in this kumite, like for and just like just as he throat punched some dude to death. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah. That's maybe one of the best videos ever.
Yeah.
Yes. It'd be awesome.
How are you doing all that when you're fighting? Because isn't it all
it's
just
exhausting? Oh my god, yeah.
I wrestled 2 minutes of wrestling, man. I was throwing up on people. Yeah.
Boxing? Yeah. Dude, yeah, 2 or 3 minutes. I'm like, I need about a 10-minute break after that round. And dudes are doing that for 15, 12 rounds. No, thank you.
Nope.
No, thank you. Let alone dance kicking over some dude in a set of pajamas, fighting the big Chinese guy.
Yo, what is the one? What is the one where they do the little dance in the Brazil? Is it Brazilian?
Capoeira? Yeah. Yeah, dude, that is awesome.
What is it? Say it again.
Capoeira.
Capoeira.
It's the way I understand it originated
so much
was in Brazil. They had slaves and stuff, and so slaves, in order to practice martial arts, they made it look like dancing. So their captives, or the captor, excuse me, wouldn't know what they were doing, but they were training how to murder them.
Okay, if that's true,
I think that's
pretty awesome.
That's what they said. It looks super cool, and there's a guy that actually went. I believe his base martial art in the UFC is that.
Really?
Now he doesn't do it. Now he's not sitting there doing it because it's just not really practical. It's a waste of energy. But but he does some moves. Like he does some of the spin kicks and stuff like that. And, it can be effective, sure. It looks super tiring, like a lot. But hey,
I've always wanted to come off the top rope.
Yeah, man, frog splash.
Yeah,
on somebody or elbow drop, man. I'd elbow drop.
Or that one where they run and they jump up and they scissor the guy around the neck and do the spin thing. Is there a name for that?
I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome McMove. I don't know. It looks super dangerous because it looks like you're going to kill the dude. I mean, it's all orchestrated and they practice it a billion times.
Yeah, but it really looks cool.
Yeah, it does look awesome. I have to say that. I mean, wrestling's fake as far as like the storyline and who wins, but the
physicality,
the stuff they're doing, man,
for real. Yeah,
kudos to you.
Yeah, they are athletes. They are athletes.
Look at The Rock, man. Tell me that dude's not an athlete.
Yeah,
shut up.
Yeah,
that dude could kill me right now just looking at me. Not that he would. He seems like a great fella. I've not met him.
Does. And he can sing a beautiful voice.
Pipes of gold.
He's the Gomer Pyle. He's the muscular Gomer Pyle of our generation.
Hell yeah! Oh,
did you know that, like Jim Nabors, the guy that played Gomer Pyle? He was like a singer too, for real.
Really?
But he was one of these singers.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
He was one of those.
Yeah, it's hard to.
People loved him.
Hard to get some fame doing that.
Yeah.
Like singing wise, you know.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna.
Yeah, but you weren't auto-tuning back in the day.
No.
That was all. That was pure.
Yeah. Oh, I do.
Neighbors.
That's one thing, man. That it's rare in today's day and age to get like somebody that's got good pipes. Now there's some people that do it. Don't get me wrong, but that can really, really sing, like your Whitney Houstons and stuff, that seem to get popular. Like it's normally people they're real breathy. They're not really good singers, but they have enhancements through technology.
Right.
That get these huge record deals, and their music sucks. But
yep.
But yeah,
like pretty much anybody you can think of that's come to fame in the last.
Well, first of all, Taylor Swift, how dare you?
Oh, yeah.
She's an angel.
Is she real?
She looks real.
Yeah.
But one thing that freaks me out about her?
Okay.
I saw this. She did a spot on SNL one time. She hosted, So they have her doing one of these. It's like a slumber party skit where they have like a creepy dad or something. I think that's what it was. Well, she has her shoes off in this skit, and she's got some of the biggest feet I've ever seen on a woman. They're humongous. Some
U-boats?
Dude, see if you can Google
Is she real tall? Is she tall?
I think she is, man. For
tall
like a girl.
Yeah.
For like a girl. I think she's it's always hard to tell, like when people you see guys like Tom Cruise in a movie, when you have other short actors, he looks, tall, especially as the camera is always, line of sight,
Yeah.
So it's hard to kind of gauge the size factor till you see him, and he's like 4'9".
Yeah.
And then, so with her, though, I feel like when she's like taking photos with other people, she's always taller than other chicks.
Yeah,
so I got to peg her like probably high fives.
Okay.
Like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah.
I would assume. But she's got some big-ass feet.
Yeah.
And I know you're a foot guy.
She's elvish.
Hobbitish. Elves have big ears. I don't think their feet are big.
No? That one lady on there. Claire Danes or whoever it is. Who's that lady that plays one of the elves on The Hobbit?
I don't know.
Yeah, she's blonde. She's got the blonde hair. She looks like she's got some pretty big stompers.
She might. I don't know.
We'll watch it after the show.
We'll get some popcorn.
If you got an extra 4.5 hours, let's just chill out.
Well,
and watch that after
we're
going
to watch the director's cut.
Yeah.
I'm not going to half-ass it with this production.
We are the B team.
I said that at the beginning.
He's Cory. I'm Jim. We're going to talk to you about some stuff today.
I already said that.
Some funny stuff.
While we're on the topic of music, real fast, I'm going to go ahead.
It's a
Stevie Ray fact of the day.
Stevie Ray fact of the day.
I'm jumping a little out of order.
It's all right.
But since I feel like it's a good segue.
Yeah.
Most people don't.
Get rid of this.
Yeah, go ahead and crinkle that up and burn it.
Yeah, it's just a script.
Most people don't know this, but Stevie Ray, the legend, broke the color barrier.
Yeah.
Stopped the presses. Let me tell you how. Mr. Vaughn was the first ever white performer to win the W.C. Handy Blues Foundation's Blues Entertainer of the Year Award. And that is your Stevie Ray fact of the day.
Stevie Ray got the
breaking down walls. Breaking down walls. I just thought that was so awesome, man.
It is awesome.
That a white dude broke a color barrier. Incredible. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard of. That's great, man.
If anybody could, it's Stevie. It's our man right there on the wall.
Getting a little emotional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Everybody deserved a handy. It was Stevie.
Maybe a blowjee.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I'm sure he got him.
Yeah.
Come on, he's a musician.
He won everything.
Well, except, longevity, let's say.
How smart are you?
How smart am I?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty retarded. RJR. I would say I'm borderline almost legally retarded.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting on the results. But yeah, I was reading something today.
Can I tell you about me?
Well, yeah, sure.
Real quick?
Yeah, you know what? I'm being rude. I'm sorry. That was mean of me.
I
was just going to bypass right by you.
Yeah, you were.
That's on me, though. That's on me.
I'm probably 2 brain cells or like half of a Bud Light from wearing a helmet full time.
Sure.
Yeah.
But most people don't know this.
Mm-hmm.
You are a full semester shy of being a full-on neuroscientist.
Well, sure.
So,
yeah.
It's a fine line.
It really is.
It's like love and hate.
I'm a, what do they call them, savant?
Yes.
I'm a savant, really.
I was reading an awesome thing. I forget what the term is. When you're self-taught, you know what I'm talking about? There's a funny term for it.
Self-taught.
I want to say it starts with an A, but I was reading it. It was hilarious.
Okay.
I don't remember it, so I'm just ruining this right now.
No, it's okay. I can't pull it up right now. Self-taught.
There's like a one word or like some little phrase that says like you're a self-taught genius or whatever, what have you. I forgot about it. It's the person who was number one on this list.
Yeah,
some dude I've never heard of, but he allegedly was self-taught and he had an IQ of like 190 to 215 or something.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Is
21
the 21
smartest people on the planet, according to I think the website was Geek.
Well, they would know.
Geek Vibe, something like that.
They would know.
But
can we talk about the 21 smartest people in the world?
We'll talk about a few of them
after this break.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, thank you. We are the B Team with Cory and Jim.
Come on back.
Hey B-Teamers, this is Jim, letting you know that our quality, all-cotton, pre-shrunk tagless tee is now available in our store. From the beach to the boardroom, nothing says, "Hey, look at me, I'm adequate," like a B-Team with Cory and Jim t-shirt. So go to our website at point19productions.com and get you some. O'Brien Medicine. When you care about people, you create relationships, trust, and loyalty that no amount of money can buy. When you care about people, you are truly making a difference in their lives. Better health and wellness through medical and alternative treatments makes our patients' lives better. O'Brien Medicine, offering same-day appointments and flexible scheduling to meet your needs. O'Brien Medicine, tailored treatment options including nutrition, exercise, and medical interventions. Find out more at o'brienmedicine.com or call 614-344-7601. O'Brien Medicine, home of the same-day appointment.
Hi, this is Emma Woods. Check out my book Beast and Savages and listen to the B Team with Cory and Jim.
And we're back. Thank you to our sponsors for that lovely messages.
Yes.
We'll see.
And maybe some funny thrown in there. And
we'll find out.
Probably did you guys get a t-shirt yet? Because everybody needs one.
Yeah, man. People got to have clothes. But yeah, top 21 smartest people.
Who'd you find interesting in the group?
3 people.
Mm-hmm.
One of which everybody expects to hear, but I'm going to get to him last.
Okay.
Just because I think it's hilarious. One that surprised the flippin' crap out of me. James Mother Frenchin Woods, the actor.
Yeah.
Number 13.
See, I got to tell you, it didn't surprise me. I knew this. I'm sorry
did
to say,
you?
I did. I knew that, and I'm ruining your story.
No.
Because I knew that I had been told a long time ago that he had attended MIT.
MIT, man.
And that he was going to be an eye surgeon. That was his plan. Just the eyes. And I'm not talking about
LASIK, bro.
Yeah, I'm not talking about your eye doctor.
He's going in there with a knife.
I'm talking about a guy that'll do a full gainer into your clear jelly. Okay?
He's going to slice that cornea and put it right back, and you won't even know it was gone.
Nope. So, yeah, and that takes a touch.
Yeah, man. Yeah. MIT, IQ of 180, they said, and graduated from MIT.
Yeah.
Did not know that at all. That's crazy. I wouldn't have pegged it. You know what I mean? Because his acting's so bad. But I'm kidding, Mr. Woods. You're a lot more famous than I am, so I really can't talk a lot of shit.
No. And we might ask you to be on the show.
Well, I don't know about that. Just because he's a good actor doesn't mean that I'm going to have him on the show.
Speaking of acting, he has said that he became an actor thanks to Tim Affleck. Does that sound familiar to you?
Is that Ben's dad?
That is Ben's dad. At the time, Mr. Affleck was a stage manager at the theater company of Boston while Woods was a student at MIT.
Huh. What a small world, man.
I wouldn't want to paint it.
But you have.
Who said that? No.
But you have. I've seen some of your paintings. Very tasteful. Some of them get a little risky, but mostly tasteful. That's a small world, though, man. Ben Affleck. You think they hung out, Ben Affleck and Woods?
Nope.
Probably not.
Nope.
Maybe like they met once.
Oh, I'm sure they met.
Like when he was a little tyke.
Yeah.
You know,
Dad probably brought him around the
lollipop or something.
Yeah, because that's where you want to take your child. Is where there are a lot of male drama majors.
Hey, easy.
I'm just
They have
saying,
feelings too.
It's the sound of music.
And the hills are alive.
With it.
Wink. Number 6, man. Number 6. And I thought this one was kind of funny just because Neil deGrasse Tyson, which he's the guy that does a couple of those science shows. The only thing about that is, okay, he got put on this list, but there's no known statistics about his IQ.
Right. Correct.
He's a philosopher, kind of philosophizer, or he's popular with philosophizers.
He's not at all. It's absolutely the opposite of that. He is unpopular with philosophers. But you go ahead and read more of his bio.
Well, no,
since you researched him.
I didn't really research him. I just thought it was funny because there's not a lot known about him.
You spent half a day on just spelling his name, I'm sure.
Well, dude, my thing is this, okay? He's done a couple shows and stuff.
He's done a ton of shows. He's done every cartoon. He does voiceovers and everything. What? Yeah.
But still, it's like to put him. You're talking about the smartest people on the planet Earth, and there were some dudes in here. I didn't put them in here because nobody knows them, but like dudes that had IQs of 220 at the age of 4. Yeah. It's like a mathematician. Yeah. He's like they call him the Mozart of math. Okay. Some Asian dude. He was number 4. So he's 2 shy of deGrasse here, Tyson, and I feel like he'd dance circles around him in an intelligence contest. Maybe not, not, because it's different. I mean, it's different disciplines, if you will. One's math, his seems to lean way more towards sciencey stuff. So it's probably apples to oranges, but I don't know. I just was surprised he was that high.
I found a quote here on the Google machine. It said Tyson has spoken about philosophy on numerous occasions. In March 2014, during an episode of the Nerdist podcast, he stated that philosophy is useless.
I kind of agree with that.
And that a philosophy major, quote, can really mess you up, which is met with disapproval. Yeah. Sure. Philosopher Massimo Pigliucci later criticized him for dismissing philosophy as a useless enterprise.
You know what? I'm going to take that back, Neil. I agree with you because I think philosophy is not. It's kind of a waste of time because a lot of stuff you can make general, broad, sweeping statements about a lot of things. Because what I feel like a lot of philosophy is, and I'm sure that if anybody that is a philosophy major that listens to this, which there's probably not a lot, but it's really kind of a cop out, if you will, because a lot of philosophy guys they'll make statements like. General statements about life or just, Earth or like predicting that, something major is going to you can do that. And more times than not, you'll be dead before it comes true, if you will. I'm going to do air quotes that nobody can see. Okay. I feel like, but people, they say predicted 9/11 or predicted the end of the world. Sure, man, eventually a star is going to hit the earth and probably disintegrate it. But, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Buddy, do you think that philosophers try to predict the future?
Some of them.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yes. They do. They have weird thoughts, man.
You're not on this list.
It's kind of no. I know I'm not on this. I'm not close. I'm not sniffing the top 1 million, buddy. Guaranteed. Okay. But it seems to me that philosophy in itself is it's a way to do stuff without doing stuff. You know what I mean?
You're not confusing prophecy and philosophy, are you? By any chance?
They're not intertwined at all. Not even a little.
No.
Not even a tad. I feel like some philosophizers have tried to be not prophets, if you will, but they've tried to do some stuff. Predict some things, I feel like.
Predict the outcome of things by...
Well, no, just, life stuff.
Okay.
Maybe it's me. I don't know.
Now, are you aware of an academic classification known as PhD?
I am.
Okay.
I don't know what those stand for.
You don't know
No.
those? Okay.
No, I do not.
It's a philosophy doctorate.
That's just stupid.
Is what? Okay.
That's stupid.
And anybody that has it is stupid. They're dumb.
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, because I don't want you to confuse philosophy and PhD and science with prophecy.
Sure.
You're saying sure, and you're looking at me so confidently right now, like, well, of course.
Well,
but I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, no, okay. Philosophy is like, when you talk about people with PhDs, it depends on what you can get a PhD in just damn near about anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you could have a philosophy in a lot of things.
Right.
Some of which of those things are more based in real, what you can back up with real facts. Okay. So when you have a PhD in more of like a science-based or a medical field, there's facts maybe that haven't proven your philosophy yet.
They support.
Right.
Okay.
Right?
All right. No,
but,
man.
I'm not saying that philosophizers are out here making broad statements about, maybe I was a little bit mistaken when it comes to that. Yeah. But, what I'm saying is this. When you have a PhD in, I guess, something of science, techniques, if you will, because you talk to people, listen as well, give advice and such. Uh-huh. And this is things stuff that's been studied. Like, I feel like guys like Stephen Hawking, which we'll talk about in a minute, he says a lot of shit. Now, granted, what he's talking about is from the scientific field and astrophysics and all that crap. But I feel like a lot of the shit that he talks about, a lot of other scientists are like, that's impossible, and he's just saying stuff to say it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he's just making shit up.
Yeah, because
it sounds really smart. He's a smart guy.
When they start talking about wormholes,
right? Yeah,
and
you know what I mean?
Parallel universes,
you're like, what?
And,
what?
And folding time.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
But that's not always done from the point of a philosopher. Sure. A lot of time that's done by mathematicians and the space geeks. I think Neil deGrasse and Hawking both are more into
theories.
The theory of everything. Beautiful. That's the movie. No, like space, time,
space time continuum.
That sort of thing.
One of those deals. Yeah. We're sounding probably well. I'm sounding really.
No, I sound stupid as heck because I can't think of it of the science particular to that. But
I don't know. I'm not the smartest guy on the planet. Clearly,
nor am I.
But I don't necessarily disagree with that statement. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Now he's way smarter. He's number 6, man. He's way smarter than me. So
yeah,
like I said, I'm not touching in the millions of being on that list.
No, nor am I. No.
But yeah, Hawking, man, number 20 on the list, slipping in his old age. He's older than probably a lot of people thought he'd live to, isn't he?
I think so.
He doesn't look good, right? His body looks like it's literally deteriorating in front of everybody.
Yeah, he's melting down into that chair.
It kind of looks like it, man. I saw a recent photo, and I was like, God, I feel like somebody should just slip something into that IV, man, and it's been a good run, dude. You put out some info that people have either agreed with or disagreed with. You gave it a shot, man.
Yeah, he looks like he does just look like a bag of bones
right now
into that chair.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. I wouldn't want to take my kids to that show. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm right there. I feel like that's really rude of me to say, but yeah, man. People, they're not on the Hawkins train anymore. He's still top 20. Come on, but
sure,
but still, I expected him to be.
And it's probably,
10.
I mean, he probably is that smart, but.
This list is a little skewed, though, too, because the guy who made number 1, they said, allegedly has the highest IQ on the planet, even though the numbers they listed were less than the 2 dudes that were before him.
Yeah.
Go figure that. I don't know. Don't know. I don't see how that computes, but hey, I didn't make the list. Just saying.
Because he's more of a philosopher.
Philosophizer, sure.
Than a scientist.
It's a thing. It's a whole thing. Yeah.
I heard you did something.
Oh, I did, dude. No, yeah. Let me tell you about this.
You discovered something.
I did. And I cannot believe this is not more popular than it is. I feel like it probably is, but I haven't heard about it, which means it's not a household thing yet because I don't watch TV.
Yeah.
Generally, I did internet. But I've discovered, and this was today. So this is cutting edge shit that I'm bringing you. The most epic comic book series of all time.
Most epic comic book series of all time. Are you asking me to name it, or you have discovered it?
Well, I've discovered it. I guess I didn't discover it, but I found out about it today.
So it's not your Superman, it's not your Batman, your Spider-Mans, none of this.
Those are all great.
Your Avengers, if you will.
Those are all super, super good.
Your Green Lantern.
They've been around for a while. People read them. Okay? People know Superman. We get it.
Your Amazing Wonder Woman.
She's neat. Pretty smart. But let me tell you about this little ditty, okay, that I found out today that exists. It was created in 2010. And then is produced or backed by Image Comics.
Oh, yeah.
Sea Bear and Grizzly Shark.
I'm sorry?
Sea Bear and Grizzly Shark. Let me explain the premise.
Sea Bear.
Yeah, you're hearing
and
me correctly.
Grizzly Shark.
It's a grizzly bear that lives in the ocean and a great white shark that lives in the forest. Now, if that's not enough to wet your whistle, sir, they recently just came out with their color series. I think they originally did it in black and white, so you can get best of both worlds there. But yeah, it's about a shark that terrorizes the forest and a bear that terrorizes the ocean.
In what way do they terrorize?
By eating people.
Now, how's the shark getting around? He's in the, now. Are you reading any of these? Or
I haven't. I just found out about it today, so I haven't had time to delve in. I'm gonna.
Oh yeah. Your weekend is set.
My week. I mean, I read slow. Yeah. Okay, I gotta absorb it, one line at a time. But I don't want to get ahead of myself and say that I'm gonna complete one of these books in a weekend because I'm busy. You know, it takes me a while. But it looks pretty intriguing. I got super excited when I saw it because I didn't think it was a real thing. I thought it was a joke. I thought somebody had made it to be funny.
Sure.
Which they did. I mean, I read like a preview page, and it was kind of hilarious. This guy was like, they were out on a camping trip, and this dude, he starts walking off into the forest, and some guy chucks a shotgun on him. He's like, "What are you doing, idiot?" He's like, "You don't walk around these woods without a gun." And then the guy was like, questioning him why. He's like, "You haven't heard of grizzly shark? Idiot."
What?
And they just give you a little page snippet. So I was like, yeah, I want to find out about this fucking thing. Grizzly shark, man. It looks awesome. I mean, it's good illustration. I will say that.
Is it now?
Yeah. It looked pretty good.
How popular is this? I mean, you said since
I don't know, man. It's been around since 2010, so it's I don't know if they are still making them.
Okay.
I feel like, the original one that I saw was just Grizzly Shark. So I think that they've now expanded. Excuse me. Max is coming back there. I feel much better. Yeah. I feel like they've expanded the franchise into adding the sea bear, which is a smart move. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Can you get better than that? Two of the world's apex predators in opposing worlds.
Yeah, that's what they thought too while they were
I'm sure
sparking up that fatty.
Yeah, and made the most awesome comic book ever. Yeah. Who cares about a dude that can melt shit with his eyes? Watch out for a shark that can swim on dirt. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's getting into the realm of the living dead and all that stuff. Because how fast is that shark coming at me?
I don't know. See, I would imagine though water speed.
How?
It dances on the wind with its dorsal fin. Probably it's cut through there like a knife, man. It's like a plane with gills.
Come on,
ripping throats. You know how many teeth a shark has, man? Billions. 17,000 at least.
They have rows, right?
Rows of teeth. So one of those bad boys gets knocked out. I feel like they'd be awesome hockey players.
I saw. Have you seen the photograph? I don't have my phone here with me, but have you seen the photograph yet of the leatherback turtle? Somebody's holding its mouth open.
That's the most horrifying fucking thing I've ever seen.
Come on. What are those things?
Dude, I thought that thing was fake, but a buddy of mine showed it to me. Ryan Beveridge, avid listener to the show, shows me a picture of this fucking turtle, man, and its mouth looks like the inside of the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars. That's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
It's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
It is if
it latches onto your leg, you're not getting it back.
Nope.
That thing is going to gnaw your leg off and sit there and eat it in front of you. If you haven't seen it, Google a photo of the inside of this thing's mouth. They're humongous, too.
Leatherback turtle. It is unbelievable.
The only thing saving humanity from that thing is that it's a sea turtle.
Yeah.
I was so thrilled when I saw the full photo of it that it had little fins instead of feet. Yeah. I was like, oh, sweet, because I don't go in the water. I don't, after Jaws, I don't go into the water. Oh, that's
right. You did,
So, there's no way on earth. I told him, I said, once I saw that photo, I said, you Google me where on earth, where in the seas that thing is found. Apparently they're everywhere. So that's the last time I'm ever going to swim in the ocean, ever.
It's horrible. It really is.
You think I'm joking until you look at this photo.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
I have.
It's horrifying.
I nearly vomited.
It's horrifying.
Just to know that this thing exists.
I feel like it could kill a shark. I feel like it could kill a shark.
Yeah.
If it were bigger, it would. It would probably eat sharks.
Because it looks to me like some kind of meat grinder.
Yeah, man.
Some insane
Snarlack
meat grinder.
I'm telling you. The thing that tried to take out Boba Fett.
Yeah.
All right. Or did, allegedly. Yeah. But
we'll see.
We'll see.
The story will tell.
We got time. Yeah. But yeah, that's what the inside of this turtle's mouth looks like. It's the creepiest, scariest looking thing I've ever seen. I thought spiders were bad until I saw the inside of that thing's mouth. Oh my God. Horrifying. I still have nightmares about it, and I've seen it 2-3 days ago. So.
And you don't scare easily.
No, I don't.
You don't. But I tell you one thing you don't like: free-roaming tarantulas.
Nothing scares me more other than the leatherback turtle. Okay? But let me tell you about the story I found, okay? Which I will tell you full on right now. Anybody that after we talk about this story, if this happens to me, okay, I'm taking a plane down. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now.
All right.
This is the closest thing to my nightmare as I think is humanly possible. Number one, I don't like to fly as it is.
You do not. No.
And I hate spiders. I hate them. But let's get into it. This is the title of the article. Free roaming tarantulas don't make flying any better. Well, I agree with you on that one.
Yeah,
100%.
I'll give you that.
That's a tip of the cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's using that snakes on a plane logic.
Yeah, that's using the old noggin.
Yeah.
There. Okay. I like that. Big hairy spiders and flying seem to be two of the world's most common fears. Yeah. Notably so. But putting them together, well, that's just unspeakably terrifying.
Agreed.
I'm going to agree with you. The only thing worse would be an actual flying spider. Passengers flying on air transit from Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, to Montreal, which I will never fly that route, had to face 2, count them, doble tarantulas running loose in an aircraft in April. Let me repeat that again. 2 tarantulas running free on a mother flipping airplane.
No, thank you.
You're in a flying tin box. Where are you going to run? Where are you running? Because it's going to get worse.
Up somebody's back.
That sounds bad enough, but it's going to get worse. Let me continue. Passenger Catherine Moreau is asking for a partial refund, okay? Not a full, partial refund for her family's tickets through the Canadian news reports that haven't specified the exact amount she's seeking.
Right.
But she said, I was wearing a skirt and a spider crawled up my leg. She said in the French language Radio Canada interview, as translated by The Guardian. It was during the meal my husband managed to catch the spider in a plastic container. Kudos to that guy, because I wouldn't have been anywhere near. I would have been sorry. Looks like you're dead. If it were me. But it wriggled its legs out.
Nope. I was clearly not her husband because
Right.
there's legs aren't coming out of that little container if I'm standing on that bitch.
Crushing its skull into the bottom of the floor of the plane.
Yep.
My daughter was crying, and she was in shock, as she should be. Flight attendants captured one spider, but the other remained on the loose until the plane landed. There's not enough alcohol on that thing to calm me down in this situation. I'm telling you right now. Entomologist, I'm gonna mess Etienne Normandin told the CBC that the spiders were likely a species called Formiticus. That's wrong. Cancerides. I think that's a horrible pronunciation. I butchered it, but anyway, that's a common in the Dominican Republic and Haiti. He suspects someone brought them in carry on in order to later sell them as pets. So they did it illegally.
Yeah.
Flight attendants did what they could to calm people down, which was probably just a moot point. But Julie Roberts, vice president.
Julia Roberts, I love her.
Julie, not Julia.
Remember when
she's a saint?
He slaps that thing down. She reaches in. They giggle. Yeah.
Strawberry seeds in her teeth.
Her. Now, what did she do
film.
here? She was on the plane.
She was she's the vice president of Air Transit's flight attendant of the Air Transit's flight attendant union.
Do you think Clooney was there?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
He's everywhere.
I'm sorry. I'm ruining your story.
But even so, Moreau said that her daughter has had continued nightmares. Yeah.
Yep.
And the airline failed to send her a report identifying the species of the spiders in case she suffered any subsequent health issues from the arachnid scratching her.
It scratched. It got that close that it scratched.
Well, let me tell you something, okay? If a spider's big enough to scratch you, with the little tiny hooks on its feet, it's too goddamn big, okay? Because I'm sure that it didn't scratch her with her fangs, because it would have sunk them bitches in. It was big enough to scratch her skin with the little tiny hooks on its feet.
Kevin Bacon should have been chasing this bitch down in the sand during Tremors. Am I wrong? He should have been sitting in the back of that pickup truck shooting this thing.
You play chicken with this thing, you're running it over. You're not swerving. You're not swerving. Anyway, Air Transit is not commenting on that allegation. Spokeswoman Debbie Cabana told HuffPost. But she did tell the CBC that the staff reacted promptly and efficiently. It doesn't sound like it because one was still loose the entire flight. So I don't know what you're talking about. What kind of crack you're smoking. But in the future, they'll be prepared with a clear procedure. Yeah, let me tell you something. Raid works fucking phenomenally. Okay, just saying.
On tarantulas?
Oh yeah, you have to empty the can right into their mouth.
Oh my gosh!
But it'll do the trick. But anyway, it's unclear what fate ultimately befell the tarantulas, but they say they hope they're okay. First of all, let me comment on that last part. How dare you? Okay? Because not only did two spiders terrify an entire plane, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know what kind of tarantulas they were, but tarantulas aren't small. Okay? They're usually fucking huge.
Yeah.
Even the small
fuzzy,
ones.
right?
They're hairy.
Yeah, you can comb them out.
They fucking shoot little spines off their ass to irritate you. People know that. I know my enemy. Okay,
well, it irritates me just to know that they do that with their ass.
Right, and it's got a little bald patch on there. Looks like they're having some issues. But I think it's a rumor. But allegedly, these things were king baboon tarantulas, which are the biggest tarantulas on the planet Earth.
King baboon.
Right.
I've never.
You don't want to. Okay.
Really?
You see these? I'm talking deltoid size spiders on like a bodybuilder, bro.
Come on.
Like 2 foot leg span. Ugh. Humongous. And they're mean. They hiss and they're aggressive and shit.
Where do these things come from?
I think Brazil.
Ugh.
Every dangerous spider comes from Brazil, the Amazon.
Oh my!
Gosh. But I'm a humongous spider, man.
Yeah.
If I saw that dude, I'm guaranteeing I'm taking the plane and crashing it into the ground because I'm going to be in a panic mode. It's going to be white hot rage. And I'm like, we have to murder everyone just to save them.
Yeah.
Because these things are going to do it one way or the other. I'd rather get it over quick than have it just sit there and suck out my neck fat for 25 minutes. because that's all it's going to take to drain a completely human body.
What offends me about the whole story is at the end they all say, well, we don't know really what happened to them, and we hope they're okay. No, I need to see Carkeye, okay?
Yeah, the one that you guys trapped in a little Glad plastic thing, or allegedly tried to trap. Okay, I don't know if they caught that.
But wasn't strong enough to hold it, to hold the lid down from its furry legs getting out? Bullshit.
I mean, think about this. Let's say you try to scoop it and clap it, and it's strong enough to fight off a male pressing the lid. Like, come on, man. Come on. Why is it still alive?
Oh,
and there's
man.
one, and the reason why they put that little caveat at the end there, they didn't catch the other one. It's still on the loose. You know that. Now it's loose and it's going to breed everywhere. They're going to be all over the United States. I'm going to have to. You're just going to see me wearing hockey pads, wearing a fucking flamethrower, getting ready for the apocalypse, bro. Because they're taking over. They're taking over.
Oh, that's so gross.
That's
just nasty.
That's my worst nightmare. Being trapped on a plane with 2 giant spiders running free, just running around.
See, mine would be snakes, but I understand the spider.
Oh, we got a story about snakes, dude. I didn't leave you out of this one.
What?
This one's even better than the story. Well, that's my nightmare. This one's your nightmare. Okay. Guaranteed.
Oh, you brought me into the story.
I brought you little funsies.
Thank you.
Funsies as well. Here is the headline to this little gem.
Okay.
A python bites penis of man on toilet and doesn't let go. Yeah. Now that you can't sleep.
Oh, my God.
Now you can't sleep. Let me go into this one a little bit. A Thai man's routine visit to the bathroom turned into a terrifying fight with a giant snake. Ataporn. Yeah. Athaporn. That's the dude's name. I'm not making this up.
This was in Thailand?
Yeah. Boom.
Oh, bullshit. This guy was fucking this snake. In Thailand, that's exactly what was going on.
Regardless.
And he got bit.
Regardless. Anyway.
He thought
he was doing his business in a toilet, whatever that might be, and in his home of East Bangkok, when a python emerged in the toilet bowl and bit his penis.
Nope.
The python wouldn't let go, so he screamed for his wife to get a rope. The Thai English language news site, Kaosad English, noted that he managed to tie the snake's head to the bathroom door to extricate himself before he passed out from
Time out.
blood. Go.
You got a penis in the mouth of a snake.
Of a python.
Of a python.
That's a lot of teeth, too.
A lot of teeth holding on. Mm. And you have the wherewithal to say, Ching Dao, bring a rope. Yeah, bring me a rope.
And
Come on. Rope is your first thought?
No.
Nope.
This guy's been down this road before. I like where your head's at. I like where your head's
Clearly, this has happened before.
According to the Mirror, the man has been hospitalized in stable condition.
Mm-hmm.
As news videos shows, the massive python, still alive, was taken from the home, still stuck in the pipe and bathroom fixture. Workers eventually smashed it to free the python, which was expected to be released back into the wild, so it could crawl into some other buddy's toilet and do the same thing.
No, see, now that is truly a nightmare. The thought of using like one of these campground bathrooms or one of these porta-john things or something, because something can come up out of those.
Yeah. You should see me in a porta pot, man. I when I go into a porta pot, it's roughly the same set of protocols that the Secret Service does when a president is going to visit just a building. Okay. I'm doing sweeps. Mm-hmm. I'm checking corners. I've got flashlights, and I'm slicing the pie. I'm slicing pie. I'm going underneath the bowl. I'm checking. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's the last thing you want. First of all, your twig and berries are out there in the open for just anything to snatch a hold of. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let alone, it could be a snake. What if one of these baboon spiders sitting up underneath the seat waiting?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I start trickling down a little urine on him, pissing him off. What do you think he's going to do?
Right.
Just sit there and just let it happen? Nope.
Right.
She's going to try to sink fangs in.
I'm a gifted man anyway.
Sure.
Okay. Take that.
Elephantitis.
Thank you.
It's been thrown around.
Take that, okay, and add the use of a porta pot, okay, which means it's probably going to be summertime. It's going to be hot out.
Yeah.
Let's add to that the fact that I'm half a century old. Yeah, so gravity has not been kind at this point. So if I'm sitting
dangling
on one of
fruit, as you want to say.
Yeah. Yeah, you know that blue water that's down in there? I get blue balls for an entirely different reason than you might.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure. Makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, anything could latch on at any time.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's going to be superhuman strong because it's been sitting in that blue water. All those chemicals it's been ingesting.
Yeah, toxy.
It's going to be real awesome.
Oh. Man, I hate those creatures. I say kill. You know what? Screw PETA. Kill everything with teeth, people. If you're within hearing range of
just
me right
start
now,
shooting stuff.
Doesn't
matter. Birds,
anything
spiders,
with teeth, because it's just trying to kill you. Why don't people understand?
I don't know
this.
They think they're cuddly. They won't pet them and stuff.
And it's not just a philosophy.
That's a
thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Brought it back full circle.
Brought it back.
That's what you get on this show, though.
Yep.
Pure excellence.
Yeah.
Professional standards of the highest quality.
I think we had better get to some emails.
We need to.
Okay.
Let's fire it up.
Let's read some emails. Qualified.
G'day.
Said, hey guys, it's Darren from Down Under, and I think you're so funny. I'm at university and listen to you while studying. I love when you talk about Sasquatch and aliens. How would you like to live in Australia where everything is out to kill you? We were just talking about it.
And let me tell you something. I don't want to live in Australia.
Nope.
Because 9 of the world's 10 most deadliest things live in Australia. Literally.
Yeah.
You can't swim.
And you got to...
Well, go ahead.
You got to check your shoes for all of them, too, before you can put your shoes on in your house.
Yeah. Yeah. First of all, I wouldn't own a pair of closed-toed shoes if I ever went there because I need it. I know that's not your thing, but I want to die by someone biting my foot. I can't see it.
Well, I'd rather you die than me see your foot.
Yeah, but think about this, okay? Let me just paint you a picture of nasty, huh?
Yeah.
One of those things bites my feet, okay? And I don't get the anti-venom in time. Yeah. Have you ever seen what happens to those?
They'll be big.
It'll be not only that, but they're going to get all black and stuff and start to rot. Yeah. Can you imagine the smell of a venom-laden athlete-footed toe?
That's what all feet smell like all the time. Anyway,
no,
except little tiny baby feet.
This would be 10 times worse. 10 times worse.
Ugh, that's horrible.
Yeah, no, I'd visit there as long as I could be in one of those soccer bubbles that people punch each other with. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Because nothing can get you then. You know? Let's go to the beach.
One of those hamster balls.
Yeah, man. Put me in one of there. I'm right as rain. I am right as rain.
Hamster balls. We're going to have to do a show on
human-sized hamster balls. I think we should. I mean, somebody's already invented those, but we need to get up here.
Hobbit 83 says, love. Hobbit 83, man.
Oh,
he or she says,
love it.
Love you guys. If I buy one of your T-shirts, can I get it signed by both of you? Somewhere in the chesticle area.
Nice.
Oh, somewhere in the chesticle area? She put that as a question.
Well, if it's a female, you got to be wearing it.
Yeah.
At the time.
How do I buy the shirt?
Online. Right from the website. Point19productions.com.
Point 19.
One niner. Without the ER.
Yep.
Productions.com.
And we might just bring it to you if you're talking chesticles.
Yeah, it depends. We're going to need photos first.
Yeah. No, don't be asking. I don't know anything about ages.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're legal, meaning above the age of 18.
Get yourself a background check at your local police department and then send us information. Officer Handy Giblet.
These are some awesome
Giblet
names
or Giblet? Officer Handy Giblet?
I'm going to say Giblet. That sounds better.
You are fun to listen to at night when I'm on patrol.
Hey.
You both sound as though you've had some fun in your lives. Any DUI in your past history? Not that it matters. I'm a fan. I'm just curious.
For me, no. But I will say this. It's lucky that there were no police around in my college days when I attempted to, mind you.
They didn't have cops back when you went to college?
No, they did, but just not where I was at trying to ride a bicycle hammered.
Oh.
That did not go as planned.
Yeah.
Because it takes a great deal of coordination. You don't think so, because when you're drunk, you're like, I got this. I've ridden a bike for the last, 20 years of my life. I'm going to be fine. No, sir.
Yeah.
I wasn't on the road, though. I was on a bike trail.
So what are the odds?
Bike cops. Could be bike cops out there.
Were they on the bike trail?
No.
Did you have bike cops on the bike trail?
Maybe. I don't know.
Do you know around here that one county over that they have on their bike trail, they have an officer on a quad.
Do they?
Yeah, he runs the bike trail.
You're not allowed to have motorized vehicles on a bike trail, usually.
He is. Try to stop him.
He's above the law.
He has an awesome mustache, too.
I bet. They always do.
Dude, it's the best.
Bike cops, bicycle cops is the gayest thing in law enforcement.
Yeah.
by far. But they always, man, they have this golden stash. Just awesome. Just it's so
stash
thick.
Envy.
I don't know if they put what they put on that thing, man. Some kind of beard
it's
oil.
Glorious, though.
Something, but it's always super thick. You can't even see skin through it, man, which is incredible.
Yeah.
And then, and they always got the aviators on or something cool like that, like some kind of a cool sunglass. I feel like.
Yeah.
I know that guy does on the quad. I know.
And that white stuff on their nose.
It's justice.
Yeah. No, that white stuff you put on there for sunburn.
Sunscreen.
Yeah.
It's also justice.
Is?
He's leaking it. So much justice flowing through his veins.
Well, guess what?
Is it?
We got to roll. Yep. Got to kick you out. We got people coming into the studio, important people coming in. I'm going to take this studio.
Clearly, I'm not.
No, nor am I. So we got to clear the studio.
Fair enough. Fine. But anyway, before we leave, we should tell you to get a hold of us. Again, website, point19productions.com. Email us, comments, questions, concerns, whatever you want, DPs, at point19productions@gmail.com. You can find us on Stitcher, iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube, however you want to. We're out there. Just give us a listen. Maybe a like and a share. Who knows? Pass us on to your friend if you find something funny.
Pass us around.
Like a blunt.
No, like a $3 hooker. All I ask you to do is love somebody.